Cody and Satori are not exempt from that. They're not an exception. Cody and Satori are just as fucking liable in their lies and in their manipulations and in millions, probably millions of dollars that they have stolen from probably thousands, if not millions of people. And they should be held accountable without question. Because what they're doing is manipulating millions of people's emotions. And I'm a medium and I'm saying that. I'm a medium calling them out for what they are, which are con artists. It is disgusting, it's disgraceful, and it's unbelievably deceitful. The level of dishonesty from these people is beyond even me. Hey guys, what is up? Hi, my name is Melinda. I'm the Mystic Witch and you're watching Light Warrior News. Thank you so much for being a part of this channel. Thank you so much for clicking in curiosity and more importantly, being a part of a returning subscriber or member and being a part of this amazing community that we built together. I'm so thankful that we are still surviving another year and we are moving into 2024. Before I start this amazing video, because guys, we're gonna get into it because we're gonna talk about Cody and Satori and their whole shebang. A lot of things I'm going to be talking about and we're going to get right into it. But before I do, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to give you a moment to hear from our partnership. Hey guys, I take time to interrupt this video to talk about Otter Spirit. When holidays come up, I am always looking for the next best thing for me, for people I care about, for those that I love, but I'm always very picky on whether or not I actually can trust the company to really provide the genuine crystals that I'm looking for. And I will say from personal experience, Otter Spirit absolutely brings it. Not only are they great AAA natural gemstones, they only use high quality 100% natural gemstones and crystals. Their bracelets are handmade and have a 2-year warranty. The best part about Otter Spirit is they also love to protect the wildlife of sea otters. They donate $1 for each bracelet sold to nonprofits like the Monterey Bay Aquarium and or California Coast Keepers Alliance. They really do take time to give back to their community and to also help people, not only people, but the animals and wildlife. When they give this to the otters, they're giving them a second chance at life, and they're helping those who are also taking time to help the otters to heal and to rehabilitate. Now, Otter Spirit has a huge intention selection during this holiday season. This is one of the best times to get yours because they have all kinds, whether it's through love, confidence, anti-anxiety, creativity, money, protection, productivity, good luck, sensuality, healing, grief, divine feminine, or divine masculine. You're getting yourself the kinds of crystals that will be in harmony with those intentions. Considering my birthday is in December, I thought it was really fun to get myself and choose the New Beginnings Intention Pack. Now, with this Intention Pack, it comes with 3 different crystals, and I love these crystals. I'm actually wearing them right now, and what I love about these is they are so incredibly comfortable, and also they come in different sizes and selection of the Intention Pack or the crystal that you choose. There's all kinds of new things that are always going to be happening. And so I felt that to be better prepared for new beginnings, what a better way than to choose the Intention Pack that was best for me. The Intention Pack includes the New Beginnings Pack embraces fresh starts, Labradorite inspires transformation, Rainbow Moonstone provides smooth transitions into new chapters, and Rhodonite heals past wounds, allowing you to embark on a new journey. What I really love about Otter Spirit with these Intention Packs is you don't have to wear them all 3 at one time. You can wear them independently, so you can only wear 1 or 2 or 3 depending on how you feel of what you need in the moment and what you're trying to attract or what you're trying to expel with negative energy, whether or not you're trying to transform yourself into high vibrational energies, or when it comes especially for me personally in my spells and what it is I'm trying to manifest. They come in these adorable little boxes. Every single Otter Spirit box comes with an engraving inside. It says each gemstone tells a unique story. Now it's time gemstone to write your own. They do care about the quality of each gemstone, so they also give you a cute little dust bag that comes with a little otter engraving on the front. Every single crystal that you will receive is definitely in the best, highest quality, and I'm definitely standing by them 100%. They are wonderful, they are really good crystals, and I know you will feel the same way too. So if you want to learn more about Otter Spirit, be sure to check them out at 𝗕𝗏𝗡𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 because right now they're having a big holiday sale, and guys, they are worth it. I do not work with other companies. So far, Otter Spirit is the only company that I trust, and I'm very thankful and very honored to be a part of it. If you want to get your crystals at Otter Spirit, be sure to check them out at otterspirit.com. And also, don't forget, you can use my discount code at Mystic20 at checkout. Thank you again, Otter Spirit, for allowing me to partner with you and to be a part of this channel and to be a part of my whole brand. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much again. And now back to the video. Guys, we are going to get into talking about Cody and Satori on Sam and Kobe's channel. And guys, there's a lot to talk about. But before I do want to give a disclaimer. This is just my psychic spiritual opinion. This is not considered entirely fact. And when I say entirely, some of the things I will talk about are fact, but most of the things about my astral psychic experiences will be based on just that, my personal opinions and psychic experiences. I do not want anyone to send hate to Cody and Satori, regardless of the fact that these people are obviously clearly lying. Let's just be honest here. They are not telling the truth about what they are doing and what they are conducting. However, I do not encourage anyone to send hate to them. Regardless, that's not a cool thing. I don't encourage bullying of any type. So we're going to go into this and we're going to talk about Cody and Satori. Now, a lot of people may not be aware of Cody and Satori, but apparently they are also known as quote unquote the paranormal couple. And apparently they were featured in Sam and Kobe's video in their paranormal series of The Conjuring House. Now, there's a lot of things that I really want to say here, but the first thing that I will say is it's obvious that Cody and Satori did not become famous because of Sam and Kobe. Let's be real about that. Sam and Kobe gave them a bigger platform, but Cody and Satori have been doing this long before Sam and Kobe had met them, before they were introduced to Sam and Kobe. So no, it is not something that they just suddenly started doing. They've clearly been doing this for a long time. But are they really being honest exactly about how long and exactly when this special ability started, based on their ability to connect with the dead? Now, if you haven't seen Cody and Satori, I'm going to give you a little bit of a backstory about them. Is that from what I've learned and what we've all observed from Sam and Kobe is that they were featured, and basically they shared that they could connect with the dead by talking and basically becoming human Ouija boards. They would hold hands together, and they claimed that, and especially Cody claimed that the only way that they could do this ability is if they held hands together, and that somehow it creates some special psychic ability that they can connect with the dead. Well, I hate to break it to you all, whoever's a fan of Sam and Kobe, they're fucking liars. And the biggest reason why is because, and like I said before, I already knew that they were lying because my spirit guides told me. If you haven't seen my other video based on Sam and Kobe and talking about my astral experiences and what my guides said, go see that video because you will learn a lot. There's a lot there that you will learn about just how spirits really do interact with the dead. And more importantly, how they communicate with the living, and how they interact with us for real, because there's a lot of things there that really go into that. So if you want to learn more about that in a psychic perspective, check that video out. And Cody and Satori also claim that when they communicate with the dead, that when they say the letters of the alphabet, that basically they hear knocks, they hear taps, and that's how they can find out what messages are coming through. Cody and Satori also claim that they were not able to do this until they met each other, which is a fucking lie.
You are lying. You're lying.
The whole point of this channel is to outshine darkness with truth. And when I say darkness, I'm not just talking about negative vibrations. I'm also talking about lies. I'm talking about deceit. Because one of the biggest things in the spiritual community that I find sickening is con artists like these two. I am sick and fucking tired seeing people who profit off of the dead this way and make thousands, if not millions of dollars, and they are fucking liars. It pisses me off to no end. It makes me so goddamn mad. I'm sorry, it makes me super angry. And to pretend that it doesn't is a lie, even for me. I cannot pretend that it doesn't make me angry. It definitely fumes me. I'm a fire sign. I'm lit, okay? But at the same time, please take this into an opportunity of a learning experience to observe the con artists from people who are telling the truth. I'm a psychic medium. I'm also an astral exorcist, and I help people through spiritual interactions. And I also observe as a starseed. I astral project daily, and I interact with spirit guides, with deities, do my best to deliver the messages for people who need it most, whether it's guiding, help in their journey, whether it's love, healing, protection based on other negative vibrational spirits, whatever that message and intentions are, I do my best to deliver those messages and also to do my best as an astral exorcist. The reality is I'm a genuine medium and I don't make a lot of fucking money, okay? Here's my bar. There you go. This is what I made last month. This is what I'm going to probably make this month. And I'm actually looking into getting a second job. I'm not going to quit YouTube, but I'm looking into getting a second job. The first and most important thing that we have to take into account is there are con artists. And what is the difference between a con artist like Satori and Cody, and genuine psychic mediums? There's a huge difference. And one of the biggest differences is how much do they charge? And we're going to get into that because this is a huge red flag that I wish people really took time to really know. And even just on Sam and Kobe's YouTube channel, it was really shocking to see how many people really didn't realize. Oh, we're going to end this for a second. Hold on. I actually totally forgot to put my rings on. That's funny. I forgot to put these back on. It's just shocking to see how many people actually fucking believe them. Here's the thing too. A lot of people are so afraid to question things. People are so afraid to be skeptical. People are so afraid to judge, or not to say judge in a harsh way, but to observe things and to judge it for what it is with your intuition. There's a difference between judging someone and making harsh assumptions on a person versus judging someone based on how they act, how they behave. There is a different level of judgment that is positive versus one that is negative. A lot of people may find that controversial. Some people even may find that this is argumentative or that it's debatable. But to me, the way I look at it is I'm judging it from not only how they interact with people, but also from my intuition, but also from how this whole thing is orchestrated. And I could tell right off the bat, not even just as a psychic medium, I can tell right off the bat they were full of it. Speaking of people who con, this has been going on for a long time. Back in the 1800s, there was these ladies named the Fox sisters. They were three sisters, and they were very well known in the spiritualism era. The Fox sisters in the late 1800s were well known for this same technique. During the spiritualism period where Ouija boards, tarot cards, psychics, and seances were at their peak, the sisters decided to use a knocking method that's very similar to Satori and Cody. Later on, one of the sisters confessed. They basically staged the whole thing near the end of her life. I don't know how many people they conned, but they lied to a lot of people, and they made a lot of money off of it, and they became very famous because of it. And they continue to do something similar to a knocking method. Cody and Satori are doing the exact same thing, only now they're basically conning millions of, probably even close to billions of people at this point. And the reason why I say billions is because Sam and Kobe are having that big of a reach of people that it's not unusual. It would not be such a far reach to say that, yeah, they're obviously scamming millions and billions of people. Cody is very well aware of his technique because he's been doing this a lot sooner than when he met Satori. Here's a clip of 2011 where Cody conducted the same special technique by himself. Let me repeat that. Cody was doing this in 2011 by himself. Check it out.
And I got a couple of little tricks up my sleeve to see if we can get communication. Okay. All right. Is there anyone here with us? Can you give us a sign of your presence? Can you give us a knock? He's here.
All right, he's here. Let's see if we can try getting him.
Try to find out his name like we did in the past with the alphabet.
All right. So I'm going to ask you, try figuring out your name here. I'm going to go through the alphabet, and when I get to the first letter of your name, I want you to give me a knock.
1 for yes, 2 for no.
Yep. A. B.
First letter is B.
So now that you see that, what are your first reaction? I would love to know down in the comment section below. Guys, the icing on the cake of that is just so rich. I love that. And the biggest reason why is because his karma came back and it is biting him in the ass, and it's biting Satori's ass because this needs to be exposed. They're obviously lying about everything.
Look, I don't know what kind of scam you guys are running, but our girls need help with their SATs, not their ABCs.
I can't get over how people will accuse me of being a con artist when I don't do shit like this. I will never do shit like this. It is disgusting, it's disgraceful, and it's unbelievably deceitful. The level of dishonesty from these people is beyond even me. It's beyond me, because to me, when you claim to talk to the dead, when you claim to be a part of that realm, what they don't understand and what they do not comprehend is the level of responsibility that they will have to answer to when they fucking die. I'm sorry, I'm going to be real. They will have to answer to all the dead people that they claimed to be leaving messages for, to be sending messages for. And trust me, that's going to be a trip, and I would pay so much to see that. I really have to give credit where it's due. There are a lot of other content creators that I want to go ahead and feature in here because their content was so incredibly thought out. So I'm going to leave their links in my description box below if you want to check out their channels. So the first clip I want to let you guys see here is by 𝗏𝗏𝗢𝗏 Paranormal. He doesn't know that I'm doing this, but I'm giving him some love and support. And more importantly, I really want to give him credit where it's due. The demonstration that he shows with his foot in this example of how to make these clicking, knocking sounds with your feet was very, very, very educational even for me, because I can't do that. So we're going to go ahead and take a minute to see his clip. Here it is.
Hey guys, I just want to start off by saying that I am not a skeptic. I do believe. However, I think that the Cody and Satori method is not legitimate. And I'm here to give you an example of how to debunk that. There's a trick you can do with your toes to generate a knocking sound while producing no motion. So if you listen carefully, you can control the loudness. However, the louder it is, the more motion you do cause. The way it works is my toe is pushing, the front of my toe is pushing down, while, which puts it into like compression, and then I'm letting that snap upwards, so it's pushing down like this and then clicking forwards. So if you listen, very minimal motion is produced, if any at all, and it is completely concealed by any steel-toe boots. I know they changed footwear in the debunking, but these are not steel-toe, and it is still occurring. So I do think it's an old carny trick, and not legitimate.
Now, if that wasn't telling enough, there's another clip I want you guys to see, and it's by a guy on TikTok. In this example, he shows how you can make basically these popping sounds with your feet or with your ankle. I think he did it. Make the sound travel around the room and make it seem as if it's getting louder or quieter, closer or farther away. Check it out.
Easy.
Now, I don't know what's worse, getting busted by plenty of other people demonstrating your exact lie, or getting busted of you showing how you do that lie. Guys, that level of vanity and pride is an ego is unbelievable to me. It is unbelievable to me.
I have no idea what's going on right now.
So apparently, Cody and Satori decided, because they're so good at lying to people, that they decided to demonstrate this lie to their friends at the Conjuring house. Now, am I going to sit here and blame those other people who are with them? No, I'm only putting the blame where it belongs, which is Cody and Satori. Again, by another guy named Mythos Paranormal. You can check out his channel down in the description box below, but I want you guys to check this video out. Here's the clip.
Yeah.
You ready? Yeah, okay. He can't talk, but yeah.
What the fuck?
It's so dumb.
The amount of pride that they have in that clip says it all. It says it all. For you to willingly decide to lie to millions of people and to make money off of it is unbelievable to me. And in my personal opinion, they should be held accountable, and they should be either held responsible legally or go to jail, whatever it is. I do feel like this is a crime at this point, because when you tell people that you can do a certain ability, but then it's clear that it's a fraud, it's a lie, this should be a crime. In some parts of the world, it would be considered a crime. I don't know how it would be in their state. I mean, for me as a medium, I have people come to my channel all the time, and they're new. They have no idea what my backstory is. They don't see my other videos. They haven't seen my client videos. They don't, a lot of people don't do their research, right? And I don't waste my time justifying that, or waste my time trying to tell people or show people that I'm legit. I've even encountered recently a good person of mine that I know just in town. Even when I encountered her, I knew that in her energy, I started seeing a lot of things. But the biggest thing that I did see was a departed loved one of hers that was actually with us in the place that we were at in the mall. We were getting coffee together. We were just catching up and getting to know each other better. And you know, what really got me was that, you know, there's always this part of me that I think, should I tell people that I see their dead loved one, even when I'm meeting them, and this is not supposed to be that? I mean, that wasn't even her intention either, you know? She wasn't trying to get a reading. I wasn't even trying to give a reading, but I kept seeing this departed loved one, and I could see this person very clear. But that's the thing, is I do that out of the goodness of my heart. I do that because I care about people, and because I could see the pain in her eyes and her heart and her energy. And there was a lot of love there, and there's a lot of energy there. And when you're a medium and you know that, and you know that energy, you know that bond, and when you lose people that you love, and you have that bond with dead people, with people that are still departed, that have left, but you still have that relationship, you still have that bond, you still communicate with them. And then when you see people like Cody and Satori doing this, it's infuriating. It is absolutely infuriating. But, you know, I always have to remind myself that this is a very painful lesson that they will learn, because the biggest thing that they're going to learn is that you don't fuck with the dead or they'll fuck with you back. This is a karmic repercussion that they are receiving, and it's coming out big. It is coming out so big, guys. You guys think I'm lying. Some of you that don't even know me think I'm making this up. You haven't seen that I actually predicted Johnny Depp's karmic repercussions that were going to happen in his favor because of Amber Heard, or should we say Amber Turd? I'm sorry. I have no respect for a person who deliberately lies like that. And even Amber got her karma, and she got it pretty fucking bad. And even then, a lot of people were in support of Johnny Depp. A lot of people were totally believing his lies. And even people still to this day, they're like, that wasn't psychic. You didn't see anything. Everyone knew that she was lying. No, bitch, did you not hear that I predicted this in 2020 when everyone believed her lie? Everyone believed her. Everyone supported her, and everyone canned and canceled Johnny Depp. It was all over the internet. It was everywhere. But I knew, without a shred of doubt, that he was innocent. Do I think that he's guilty of many things? Absolutely. But do I think he is guilty of being a wife beater? No, absolutely not. And when it came down to that video, it was featured in Discovery Plus, and Johnny versus Amber, they were trying to paint it as if like she was a victim, which was ironic, and it didn't work in her favor. But even in that video, in that description of me, I still said to this day, as I still say now, she was not telling the truth. She was lying. And, that's the thing is when you're a medium and you see people lie like that, it takes a lot of courage to come out and say something that not everyone else is going to agree with you. That's the hardest part about being a medium in a lot of ways is you see the truth. You psychically see that they're lying. You do not believe in the bullshit because when your third eye opens, you see everything. You see the deceit. You see the manipulation. You look past the illusions. And this is something that you learn not only as a psychic, but also just as a person through your intuition. You understand the levels of manipulation and deceit, and you understand those energetic vibrations, and you start to also feel that vibration within you and how you can determine whether or not it's deception or truth. And that is the reason for this whole channel of outshining darkness with truth. It's not about sending hate. It's not about, being a hateful person and trying to always be judging people. I get these comments all the time. If you have a problem with the truth and you think that that's judging, that is something you have a hard time accepting, which is the truth nonetheless, regardless. I don't care who the fuck you are. I'm sorry. I'm going to be very honest here. If you think that I'm being harsh and judgmental, then it's because deep down you don't like to accept realities, harsh realities. These are realities. And Cody and Satori are not exempt from that. They're not an exception. Cody and Satori are just as fucking liable in their lies and in their manipulations and in millions, probably millions of dollars that they have stolen from probably thousands, if not millions of people. And they should be held accountable without question. Because what they're doing is manipulating millions of people's emotions. And I'm a medium and I'm saying that. I'm a medium calling them out for what they are, which are con artists. There are a lot of mediums fucking making all kinds of videos saying, oh, they're telling the truth. Oh, I see this. Oh, I see that. Oh, they're legit. These psychic mediums obviously are not psychic. They're obviously not mediums. They're just going off because Sam and Colby are so fucking famous that they don't even know what the fuck the truth is either.
Tired of this shit.
Okay, my fire sign, simmer down, is knowing that Cody and Satori can sleep at night knowing that they are conning this many people. There are people who lost their children. There are people who lost their grandmothers, their grandfathers, their fathers, their mothers, their husbands, their lovers, their brothers, their sisters, their aunts, their uncles, even their pets. People, their friends, their best friends, even people that they had issues with in the past and they're trying to find forgiveness. These are all bonds of emotion that are so precious, that are so viable, that are so invaluable, that are so real and still strong to this day. And they are taking advantage of every single one of those energy vibrations. They are taking advantage of every single person in that way. And it's disgusting. And I'm going to move on because if I don't, we're never going to get past that. Cody and Satori also did something pretty fucking sketchy is they went ahead and they deleted all of their previous videos on their main channel and only kept the one video, which was their Our Response video on their channel. Why would they do that? Why? Why would they do that?
People don't just quit social media. They post long, drawn-out messages on social media explaining why they're leaving social media.
Do you think it's possible it's because they're trying to erase their past and in hopes that maybe no one will know the truth that they're lying the entire fucking time? So for Cody and Satori to delete all of their videos and not even keep like maybe a handful is very sketchy. I totally understand as a content creator why a person on their channel would delete old content or content they don't feel aligns with their brand. I definitely understand this, and I think it's necessary when you want people to look at your channel or look at your content in a certain way with trust and with respect. But when you just delete all of your shit and only keep the one, especially after you had such a big hit with working and collaborating with some of the biggest YouTubers in the world, why would you do that? Guys, that's really weird. Why would anyone do that? I really don't understand that. That's so bizarre to me. What do you think about that? I find that very strange, but I really feel like right off the bat, it's because they're trying to hide shit. They're trying to hide something. And it's obvious that they don't want people to know any more about their backstory. They don't want anyone to know or any more clues about their agenda. And more importantly, I also look at this as they're trying to become famous. They're obviously trying to become almost similar to like Ed and Lorraine Warren, which is hypocrisy. It's such a laughable thing to observe. And let's go into Cody and Satori's response video. I'm about to get some cake for this because this was icing on the cake. The fact that they made this video in response to all of the hate that they received says a lot. One, I understand why they would do it, even as a content creator who gets a lot of heat for my own personal things or whatever the case is of a video. There is a time and a place for when you need to make a public response to controversial topics or situations or whatever it is that is putting you in a negative light. It's very important that you do have respect for the community to respond. It's absolutely responsible, and it's definitely something that I do commend them for in some way. I do have respect for the fact that they did this. However, everything that they said in this video was bogus.
Really?
Even though they've already been exposed consistently over and over, they consistently have been exposed and they still lie. But a lot of people are also saying that Cody and Satori are no longer going to be a part of the paranormal community, that they basically quit. No, I don't think that's actually what's going to happen. I actually highly disagree that's going to be their motive. I think that what's going to happen is they're just going to sit tight for a while, let the fire simmer, and then probably go back and probably be involved again, hoping that basically all of this goes away. There's no doubt in my mind they're not going to stop. I'm pretty sure that they're going to continue this. I think the reason why people thought that they were quitting is because in the video, Cody and Satori had said that they no longer want to be a part of the experiments of their special ability because they said, and I quote something along the lines of, they feel like they're being lab rats and they don't like to be treated that way. Are you serious? Okay, before I even continue, here's just a small clip of that exact response video. Take a look.
A lot of people think we were lying about our timeline. Everything we have said publicly is completely true. Our method of communication to our level never started until we met and decided to hold hands and communicate that way.
Oh no, he didn't!
We know what we do is real. And we know the thousands of people that we help know what we do is real as well. We just aren't in the business of doing experiment after experiment and becoming a lab rat for the purpose of trying to prove something to people that may never believe in the first place. We truly feel that there's nothing we can do without people coming up with some excuse as to why it may not be real.
Really? You don't like to be treated as a lab rat, but you think it's fucking okay to treat dead people like that. So they don't like the idea of being treated like lab rats, but they have no problem treating the dead like lab rats. And also, more importantly, making and continuing to lie and deceive people and manipulate people and basically steal and con people out of thousands, if not millions of dollars a year. A year. So let's talk about that, shall we? Let's talk about the amount of money that these fuckers actually make. This is not about being nice right now. This is about being real. This is about being honest about the shit that these people are lying about. And the biggest thing that I want to talk about is the fact that they act like that they're doing this for no money when clearly they're making a lot of fucking money. They're making profit after profit after profit. Okay, so obviously Cody and Satori claim that they don't make profit. Well, wait a minute. Didn't they just say that they're also tour guides at the Conjuring House? So clearly they're making money doing that. They're not doing that for nonprofit. They're obviously getting paid doing that throughout the time. They also host seminars. They have a website called the Paranormal Couple website, whatever the hell it's called. The Paranormal Couple, I believe, .com. When you look into their website, you're going to clearly see that they host and supply all types of merchandise. They sell merchandise. They also provide seminars and events where they make thousands of dollars at a time. I have no doubt that they probably have tickets up to $150, $200 a session or a seminar. What's also sketchy is they don't show their prices on their website when it comes down to any of these events. Why would you have these prices quiet? Why would you be hiding these prices unless you are changing them all the time, and unless also you're too worried about how high it is that you're afraid that people are not going to be interested in your events. And also, you're probably fearful of criticism of those events and how costly they actually are. When you sit here and say that you're nonprofit, but you're clearly making profit off of events and seminars and merchandise, you're a fucking liar. Stop lying. Everyone knows that you're lying. Stop making shit up. Stop playing the victim. You're a fucking liar, and it's disgusting. And the other thing that a lot of people don't know, if you look into their website, you'll also see that they actually have a Patreon page. And the thing about that Patreon page, if you actually look, they go from $5 to over $100. Now, here's the interesting thing. Per month. That is not per year. That is not per 6 months. That is not for 2 years. That is per month. So they are charging up to an option of $5 a month or $100 a month. You can see that they have over 150 members. Now, if we assume in just simple mathematics, and I'm not a math genius at all, but I did some simple math, and if they had 150 members, and let's say they all paid $100 a month, they're looking at making just $15,000 a month just on this Patreon membership alone per person. So they're making $15,000 a month from all the 150 members. I'm sorry, but does that sound like nonprofit to you? No, nonprofit don't make $15,000 a pop per month. That's not nonprofit. And then I found out that they had deleted some of the other tiers, because before I did see a tier. Now you can take it or leave it from what I say here because it's not there anymore, but I did see a tier, and I even wrote it in my notes, and I saw a tier that said $200 a month, and that one was even fucking sold out. So when people accuse me of being a con artist, being a gold digger, and then I see these fuckers going around making $15,000 up to $25,000, probably even $30,000 or $40,000 a month from all this stuff that they make, that doesn't include monetization, all the sponsorships, partnerships, they're even what they make at the Conjuring House. That doesn't include their seminars, their merch sales, everything that they sell that they make profit from. That doesn't include that. Think about how much money that is. The average person would dream to make that kind of money. Hell, there are people at Starbucks right now making more money than me. No shade. I would love to work there. But that's the thing, though, is when you work really hard at your own craft and you barely break $400 a month, even when I would have customers like clients and I would charge maybe $60 per reading, $40 a reading, or tarot reading, or whatever it is, because it's not just tarot, it's also astral projection, it's a lot of paranormal activity, it's a lot of shit, it's a lot of stuff. But even then, one of my biggest things when I take any clients is I don't want to know their last name. I only need to know their first name. That's it. I don't need to know your zodiac sign. I don't need to know your birth date. I don't want to know your birth date. I don't want to know anything about you. Just your first name. That's it. And when it comes down to readings, I'm very strict about this because I don't want any of that information to interact or to interfere in the psychic reading. And more importantly, I don't want anyone to accuse me of that shit because I don't need it. and I have clients from all over the world. I live in Alaska, okay? I don't have the ability to travel and to do seminars and shit like that. And honestly, I wouldn't even do it. Even if I had the opportunity, I'd say no. This is why I get so upset. Is because when I see so many people giving me shit about being a con artist, being a liar, being a manipulator, being a whatever it is, and I don't do it to make shitload of money. I do it because I want to help people. And the truth is, a lot of genuine mediums just do it because they care about helping other people. And so to find out that there are these kinds of people out in the world, these are the people that give people like me a bad rep. These are people who make it harder for other people to trust me. It's so impossible for people to suddenly believe that I can astral project, but because people can't see it, they think I'm lying. But yet it's easier to believe a bunch of people getting knocks all over like on demand, like it's fucking, some video game. But the reality is they've been exposed consistently over and over and over. And it's really sad because there are so many people who really want to believe them. There are definitely gray areas to every spectrum of whatever it is of the craft that we have in this world. There are all kinds of people in every different level of dynamic. There are doctors who are really amazing at saving people's lives and helping people give birth and being able to heal a broken leg and a broken heart. But then there are doctors who are raping their patients and killing their patients and mutilating and even taking advantage of them in a horrible way that scars people for the rest of their life to never trust a doctor again. So the truth is that it doesn't matter on what spectrum of what reality of whatever job title or skill that we have. Okay, there are still good people that do good things, and then there are bad people who do really bad things with that same level of skill or in that same field. And they con people. They take advantage of people. So it doesn't matter if you're a psychic medium or if you're a teacher or if you're a cop. There are still dirty teachers and dirty cops, and there are dirty mediums. And also when it comes down to it, when you really think about it, if you're a cop and you're taking advantage of other people, you're a dirty cop. You're not a cop to me. You're a fugitive. You're a criminal. Same thing with a teacher. You're not a teacher. You're a fucking pedophile. You know what I mean? These are different things that people don't take time into account, don't consider these realities. And so when you think about mediumship, when you think about psychics, there are really good psychics that don't have a lot of money. And people automatically assume that if a person says they're psychic, oh, they must be a con artist, they must be a fake. But the reality is more than half of these psychics that I've met who have predicted things for me, who have said things for me, are not famous people. And these people are incredibly skilled and incredibly good at what they do. But no one even knows their name because they're not looking to be famous. And there's always a reason to be in the media when you are a medium. There is a reason to have a platform. Like for me, for these instances, that's why I have my channel, to educate people on these hard, dark realities. I would like to be one of those psychic mediums that are all about love and light. And that's really, yes, what I'm all about. But I'm also all about exposing the dark truths, whether people want to accept that shit or not. I'm going to point it out whether you like it or not. I'm a Sag. I'm going to say it whether you like it or not. And don't get me wrong, I'm all about being gentle. I'm all about being kind. I'm all about being sensitive to people's feelings. But when it comes to my platform, you need to buckle up, sweetheart, because I'm not holding back. It's going to be a bumpy ride because this is something that needs to be said. And that's why I say it like this in this platform. That's why I say it on my channel. That's why I say it here this way. Because if we don't accept these things, if we don't expose this shit for what it is, it continues, and then it hurts other people in the long run. That's why I make these videos. I'm not doing it to be a hater. I'm doing it to try to save you from a horrible mistake to trust fucking people like this. Because I would hate to see you go to people like Cody and Satori and actually trust them and pay thousands of dollars to see them, to buy their merchandise, and then find out 2-3 years later or 2-3 months later, find out that they Googled you. It's disgusting. It's absolutely fucking disgusting. And it breaks my heart on how many people they have conned. Lastly, and most also equally importantly, apparently Jason Hawes, who is Satori's dad, he's her father. He's actually a part of, I don't know if he was the founder or whatever, but he was a part of the Ghost Hunters team on Travel Channel. And apparently he also felt inclined to make a video in response to all of these situations of Cody and Satori. So obviously daddy tried to come in and save the day. Now here's the thing. I respect that. I respect dad trying to come in and to help his daughter. I absolutely have that respect for that. I think that's very sweet. I love that. I have true respect for him as a dad. However, from one parent to another, I have a daughter. If I found out my daughter made this kind of shit happen and was conning people as a medium, and I see my daughter do this, I would never make a video like that. No, I would never make a video response just to cover up my daughter's fuck ups. No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't do it. I'd say you buried yourself. You're going to have to deal with it. As a parent, you have a choice, and it's very important that you make sure that they adopt certain qualities and attributes about you as a parent, as a person, things that you teach your children as they grow up and as you guide them, as you love them and teach them. But it's also very important that you also teach them moral skills and qualities, and most importantly, integrity and honesty. And for me as a parent, when I see Jason Hawes, who's her father, completely continue this lie, as a mom, even when I see that, guys, I don't even know what to say to that, to be honest. It's disappointing. You're only making it worse on yourself, man. You're basically making it harder on you in your life, because no one's going to trust you even with your show now. No one's going to buy your reruns. No one's going to buy your show. And I say that in true love, honestly, you cannot continue your life as a person if you continue your life in deceit, even in self-deceit, because you're continuing to not only deceive other people, but also your family and your friends and yourself. Because you're lying to yourself and you're lying to other people. And when you continue to lie like this, it becomes no longer genuine. You're no longer even genuine in your heart. You become almost so, not hollow, but what happens in the heart chakra when you continue to lie to yourself over and over, and when you lie to other people, you become so incapable of understanding deception from truth. And you end up adopting these kinds of emotions and thoughts that are not actually factual. And then you end up feeling justified for lying. And then you start to completely believe in your lies, and you don't even see it for what it is. We could blame it's narcissism. We could blame that maybe it's egoism. We could say that maybe it's fear. Maybe he's afraid for his daughter. He doesn't know what else to do, and he doesn't want to ruin his reputation either. And I feel for him if that's really the situation. But the truth is, the fact of the matter is, I would have had 1,000 more respect for him if he just kept quiet and just let his daughter deal with it. Like, seriously, I actually would have had more respect for him if he didn't try to help her in this situation. Cody and Satori are definitely going to get their karma. There's no doubt in my mind that what they're going to receive is already happening. They are definitely receiving their karma for all of the years of all of the lies and the manipulation and the scandal, because this is a psychic scandal. This is probably one of the biggest scandals that's actually going to more than likely, and I hate to say this, it's more than likely going to ruin Sam and Colby for good as well. Because if they keep standing behind Cody and Satori, after all of this has been exposed and Sam and Colby continue to lie and continue to stand by them, they're going to get their comeuppance. They're going to get what they deserve. I'm sorry, I have to say it. They're going to get what they deserve. Because when you consistently lie to millions of people who have trusted your content, who have trusted your work, who have trusted what you do, and you consistently lie, and then you support other people who are also con artists as well, you're no better than them. It's no different than witnessing a murder and then you don't tell the police that you witnessed a murder. If you witnessed a murder and you don't tell the police, did it really happen? If you witnessed a murder and you don't tell the police, then the bad guy gets away with it. And then he could more than likely, or she could more than likely, end up hurting more people, and more victims end up counting up. And that victim bar keeps going up. And that's the reality here, is that Sam and Colby have just as much responsibility in this. In some cases, when it comes to liability and when it comes to honesty and integrity, and more importantly, a moral compass and a moral code, they obviously don't fucking have one. And I'm going to be very real about it. You know, this is, again, my personal opinion. This is my psychic opinion. This is my content creator opinion, and I think I'm entitled to it at this point. I'm reaching almost 50,000 subscribers. Thank you so much, by the way, for all of you subscribing, and for those that are new. Cody and Satori, they have a lot to learn. They have a lot to learn. And the biggest thing that they are going to learn is integrity. The biggest thing they are going to learn is humility. And the biggest thing that they're also going to learn is how to heal, because it's not just how to heal themselves and all this humiliation that they're going through, but also how to heal other people, because they're lying to a lot of fucking people. And they're also taking advantage of the dead. And I can tell you that karma is big. It's big. So I'm going to end it here on that note. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being a part of this channel. And thank you so much for being a part of this video. And more importantly, watching it all the way to the end if you did. If you want to see more videos like this, make sure you like and subscribe and check that notification bell so you can see more videos like this in the future. If you want to see other content, I also have my membership. Don't forget to check that out. When it comes down to these kinds of videos, these are the things that I truly care about the most, is exposing the bullshit for what it is. And more importantly, giving you advice on how to understand that and how to see it for what it is. And all of these things are red flags. And the biggest red flag that I want to leave you with when it comes to people like Cody and Satori, when anyone asks you for personal information and they want to do readings on you, the biggest thing that you should always look into from a psychic or from a medium, and this is a word of wisdom, when you get a reading from a person, the biggest red flag is if they keep talking about general things. It's kind of like a cold reading. Now, don't get me wrong, people have accused me of the same crap, but it's because a lot of the time, sometimes the general things do come in the beginning, because that's how the medium is building the momentum to understand the energy frequency. But if the medium does start connecting actually with the dead, with the deceased, or with the person, they will usually actually get way more than names, okay? Names is a very basic thing. That's one of the reasons why I don't really focus on names in readings. I focus on the energies, what the person looked like, what was their perfume, what foods did they like. I focus on how they behaved, and more importantly, the stories and the experiences and things about them and what the other person has been going through after that person departed. Those are very personable and very detailed segments of a reading. And Cody and Satori never delivered any of that information once. And that is definitely a red flag when you get a reading from a medium or a psychic. If they don't give you detailed information of the dead, that means they're not seeing the dead, babe. They're making it all up. And they're taking you for a fool. And they're taking your money. I love you guys so much. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.